But after that, because that's the kind of shit I put up with right here. You know what? Fuck that. I don't put up with it. I don't put up with this. And especially when I'm trying to show.
All right, yellow flags are out. Obviously got a rider down in a bad position here, right there around the bubble. And I believe it's Nemi out in first, Dill in second, Beers in third, Johnny Smith, boat number 72 in the fourth spot. Again, we apologize for that radio silence here, but we did have a TV interview that we had to take care of. Again, we appreciate your cooperation in advance. And special thanks to Chris. Kelly Smith's on your boat. Okay, my bad. Kelly Smith's on Brian O's boat. Sorry, we were doing the TV interview, Brian. We were doing a TV interview. Brian, he didn't just say that, did he? So we got actually Kelly Smith is out there on Brian O'Rourke's boat, and he is in the lead. And the comment was made from Cliff Roy. Brian, we understand and we see that your boat is capable of winning now. Oh, that hurt.
Man, that's what happens when you're like family. Sometimes you also get treated like family, which means we have the right to pick on you.
But I'll tell you what, Brian O wouldn't be the one I'd be picking on.
I know. Well, again, a salute to Kelly. He did that yesterday as well in his moto. Came out here and just smoked the field.
Yeah, did an amazing job. And great to see Kelly, taking this as serious as he has. He just came in the loop about 2.5 years ago, and rode the full tour last year. But man, oh man, you talk about another one of the most improved riders from last year to this year. So far, it's looking like Kelly Smith.
Yeah, and I would have to say a gentleman that's able to transfer skills across from arena cross over to personal watercraft racing. It is very interesting how similar they really are. He makes this look way too easy to do this kind of crossover. Phenomenal athlete. There's a lot of great interest, though, in the sport class. A lot of fun to watch these guys. This class has grown tremendously in the last couple of years. And you're watching Sport GP.
I believe
we're going to be going right over to freestyle right after this. Guys don't want to miss it. The ambassadors of the air will be taking the water in just a few minutes. Gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in Panama City Beach. Again, I'm sure you've heard us talk about this a bunch, but bears repeating one more time. Special thanks to our title sponsor, Hidden Trails, for helping us make it to the tour. First of 9 rounds this year. Next week we'll be in Pensacola, Florida, and our World Championship will be in September in Naples, Florida. So we'll be spending a lot of time down in the Sunshine State. Also want to say a special shout out to 24/7 streaming live. That's Rick Ignacio joining us for the entire tour this year. And it is because of him that we were able to hang out with our live stream family. If you would like to take a look at this on the live stream, feel free to check us out on prowatercross.com. White flag coming out for Kelly Smith, your race leader. Followed by Mr. Beers and Sam Nemi, Keith Dill, and the triple aces of Billy Dearman, your top 5. Looking for a couple of freestyle judges. I'm thinking which one I want.
all your cares away. Put the sprinkler on the lawn and run through with my gym shorts on. Take a drink right from the
And how about it, ladies and gentlemen? Kelly Smith on some OPP, making it happen. Congratulations to Kelly, followed in by Sam Nemi and Keith Dill.
sleep away the afternoon. It's like a dream you try to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you try to see the world beyond your front door. Take your time to wait on, I'm gonna make you smile when you realize that I got myself. Might take a while just to try to figure out what all this.
All right, folks, next up on the docket, we are going to have our amateur freestyle. That'll be followed by our pro freestyle class. But I believe there's going to be a short pause before that as these guys need to go out and warm up. I know if I was going to go upside down about 3 million times, I would need to warm up a little bit, Dawn.
Yeah, you actually would need to warm up a little. All right, so we're going to open up the water for freestyle. You have an opportunity next 5 minutes to do some practice. So freestyle riders, just to let you know, water is yours.
Just made you say underwear. I could leave, but I'll just stay. All my stuff's here anyway. Like your dream, you try to remember, but it's gone. Then you try to scream, but it only comes out as a yawn when you try to see the world beyond your front door. Take your time to weigh out on you, make you smile when you realize I got my side. Might take a while just to try to figure out what all this is for. Try to figure out what all this is for. Try to see the world beyond your front door. Try to figure out what all this is for.
Feeling thirsty? Chevron Extra Mile is a whole zone stocked with what you need. It's called HydroZone, and it's like its own planet of amazing beverages, from ice-cold energy drinks to water and juice, in all the sizes you need. Check it out. And don't worry, HydroZone's atmosphere and gravity are the same as everywhere else in the store.
Get 2 energy drinks for $3.99. Choose from 8.4-ounce Red Bull, 12, 15.5, or 16-ounce Monster, Rockstar, or Zions. One at regular price through June 30th while supplies last. Extra Mile, extra easy, extra value at select Chevron locations.
Such a big man, such a little chick. I think it all goes back to your tiny pickup truck in the driveway with a sticker on the window. Rest in peace, number 3. Tell all your friends how you put her in her place. 7 pounds of makeup just to hide her beat up face. Such a pretty face. It takes a tough man to slap her around. Such a bad guy to keep such a good girl down. She's wearing shades, but we all see behind the tinted glass. And I got 99 biker friends that wanna kick your ass.
Hey, by the way out there, anybody didn't get anything free yesterday? We got some free jet lift headbands up here at the announcing tower. You guys would like a free jet lift headband? We're more than happy to toss you one down. One of our proud sponsors. Special thanks to Brian and all the folks at Jet Lift. Don't worry, we've got a bunch more. That's right, and you can pick up your Jet Lift tote today. Now, let me just remind you, sorry about that, these things don't like to fly too far. Just let me remind you here, as far as a Jet Lift special, these totes are normally $795, plus you're spending about another $80 to $90 to have them shipped to your house. So you're looking at about $870. Here this weekend, you can roll it home with you for only $600. That's right. These things are guaranteed for a lifetime. They are state-of-the-art cart, or tote rather. And if you are interested, if you do not see Brian down there in the pits, please come on up here and see me, and I can direct you to him. So again, folks, it's your opportunity to get a great tote, folks, right here in Panama City Beach.
What day is it? And in what month? This clock never seems so alive. I can't keep up, and I can't back down. I've been losing so much time. 'Cause it's you and me, and all other people, nothing to do, nothing to lose, and it's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. One of the things that I wanna say just aren't coming out right. I'm tripping on words, you got my head spinning, I don't know where to go from here. 'Cause it's you and me, and all other people, nothing to do, nothing to prove, and that's you and me, and all other people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you. There's something about you now that I can't quite figure out. Everything she does is beautiful. Everything she does is right. 'Cause it's you and me, and all of the people with nothing to do, nothing to lose, and it's you and me, and all of the people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you and me, and all of the people, nothing to do, nothing to prove, and it's you and me, and all of the people, and I don't know why I can't keep my eyes off of you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're just about ready to go here with amateur freestyle. And our first amateur freestyle competitor, folks. Let me tell you real quick, once again, for those of you folks that might be listening up there on your balconies or back behind us on the beach, freestyle is where the guys actually get out there and they do the tricks, the flips, the rolls, the submarines. So this is really one of our spectator favorites. So if you guys bring your phone, bring your camera. Come on down here to the front of the beach because these guys thrive on your applause. Now, folks, we're going to get started here with our amateur freestyle program. And our first competitor, folks, comes to us from Birmingham, Alabama. Took a second in the first moto yesterday. Rides for Team X-Cream, 9 Mile Motorsports, and Jet Pilot. How about a nice Panama City Beach welcome for Peter Waldron? Now, let me just tell you guys, the louder you get, the crazier these guys are going to get out there. So, again, if you see something you like, make sure you put your hands together. All right, once again, Pete Waldron out of Birmingham, Alabama. Just down and up the street. And Pete doing a great job yesterday. Again, like to say very special thanks to our judges, our head judge, Rob Greenwald, Big Wave Dave, and myself up here this weekend. And how was the pool last night, Portia? It was cold. All right, here we go. And you can see the surf kind of dying down a little bit for these freestylers. There's a couple little rollers coming in, though, but these guys are also able to create their own wakes, like you can see Pete doing right now. He's circling back into that pocket, and right now he is on the 2-minute clock, folks. And how about that, opening it up with 4-pack right there. Again, if you guys see something you like, put your hands together. I know most people got their phones up in the air so they can't clap. So, freestylers. There we go. Nice reverse there with the helicopter. He's only about 20 seconds into it. 6 tricks into it, though. It's about 1 every 3 seconds. Again, Chris Langless, you're going to be on deck. And again, this is the amateur freestyle with these amateur boats, only 900cc power plants. You'll get to see the pros with their 1200cc power plants coming up here in just about 10 to 15 minutes. Pete with the helicopter, now with a setup wake. And Pete, first year of competition was last year. Pulls a nice backflip there. Gets completely 360 all the way around. And a lot of these freestylers sponsored by X-Cream out of Clearwater, Florida. And X-Cream not only makes the big power plants, the big motors, but they also make hulls. And some of these hulls weighing downward toward 40 pounds. And how about that? A one-arm, one-footed backflip. And here we go. There's 1, 2, count along with me. 3 in a row right there. Nice little 3-pack. And a lot of guys are doing the one-arm, one-footed backflip. And in free ride, they call that a Madonna flip. So I'm not sure how the freestylers feel about that. Whitney Houston, huh? 15 seconds left on the clock when you hear those 2 short blasts. Again, these riders got 2 minutes in which to impress the panel of judges up here. And Pete, not too much time left. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for Peter Waldron? All right, let's go to our head judge here, Rob Greenwald. Rob, what did you think of Peter Waldron out of Birmingham?
15 tricks. I mean, solid routine. Lacked a little energy. It's just the variations on the backflip and the helicopter. I'm going to give him an 8.7.
8.7 from judge number 1. Over to Big Wave Dave. What'd you think?
Well, I thought he was pretty good. I liked the helicopters. They were pretty clean. They had the first one bob a little bit, but good, clean backflips off of that. But I like to see a little more in the routine. But it was pretty good, and I'll give him an 8.8.
An 8.8 from judge number 2. I am actually judge number 3 today. My name's Mike. I'm a Capricorn. I enjoy long walks on the beach. Basically, Pete, I thought you did a great job out there. I really liked the Madonna flip. The degree of difficulty in the Madonna flip was awesome. I'm also going to go with an 8.8 like Big Wave Dave. So we got an 8.7, an 8.8, and an 8.8. Once again, nice round of applause for Pete Waldron. Mike to AJ, send me some help. All right, coming up next, folks, out of Clearwater, Florida, riding for Team X-Scream, Jet Pilot, HydroTurf, Zero G Apparel, and the Jet Ski Collector. We know him as Pop Tizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Clearwater, Florida, it is Chris Langlis. And Langlis was last year's amateur national champion, but state amateur this year because he wants to win the pro title before he moves up into pro freestyle, which I think is very, very wise of him. And Chris, another one of them riders, boy, he pops off a lot of tricks. I think, Rob, yesterday, I think that we've seen probably about 25, 26 tricks out of Chris.
It was actually 28. He turned the most tricks of any performer.
Wow, and that's what these guys like to see is frequency of tricks, degree of difficulty, transition, amplitude. That's how high you get. Love that amplitude. All right, so once again, once Chris does his first trick, he will be on the 2-minute clock. Once again, once Chris does his first trick, he will be on the 2-minute clock. All right, Langlis looks like he's waiting for something good to come in. He's basically doing some wave hunting right there along the shoreline. That's right, the wave hunter. You've heard of the crocodile hunter. Uh-oh, and here comes something swelling up for him. Oh, he doesn't like it. Looks like he's going to go into a little deeper water looking for a swell. Taking a page from Daniel Martin, man, who landed in at 2 feet of water just the other day. So he's going to go ahead and start out his routine right there with a nice backflip into a 360 flat spin, 180 flat spin. There we go. Flip 1, flip 2, flip 3. That's 7 tricks in a row, and down to Davy Jones' locker, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, put your hands together for Chris Langlis. Great way to open up and had that many tricks in 15 seconds. Nice big helicopter into a 180 nose stab. Able to hold on to it, stay in the tray, keep his balance. Judge is looking for that balance and control, amplitude, degree of difficulty, frequency of tricks. Big off-axis helicopter to another one. Into a backflip. What do you think, Panama City Beach? Put your hands together for Chris Langlis out of Clearwater. And Chris is locking in as he tries to stay out there in about that 7 to 8 foot of water range. Got a little something nice coming right at him. Off-axis 360. And Langlis about 1:20 into it right now. All right, Chris doing another little combo package back there. Not a little bobble. "15 seconds left on the clock for Chris Langlis. And Chris locking in. Let's get ready to count him down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and he's going to bring it home with 5 in a row. How about that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, how about a nice round of applause for Chris Langlis. All right, folks. We're going to turn it over right now to Rob Greenwald. Rob, what did you think of Chris Langlis?
I thought, Chris, you pulled a really solid routine, but you know me, I'm always going to give you the true critique. You were lacking some of yesterday's energy in your routine. You pulled it out at the end. It was a really good routine. Your tricks were solid. Your trick count was down from yesterday, but you still hit 23. I'm giving you a 9.0.
I think Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a good routine. There was a couple bobbles in there, and it wasn't quite up to yesterday's. So I'm going to give you a 9.0 too.
All right, another 9.0. Another 9.0 for Chris. And Chris, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, you're an amazing rider. You know, for being an amateur rider to put in that many tricks. You did have a couple of slight bobbles, but I thought you did a little better than a 9.0, so I gave you a 9.1. Congratulations, Chris, with a 27.1 overall, and that's going to give Peter Waldron a second place on the podium. How about a nice round of applause for Chris, who takes first on the podium in amateur freestyle. Congratulations, guys. And that's going to take us to pro freestyle.
All right, while we're getting ready to get fired up for pro, while Mike's over here eating a donut, I do want to give another big shout out to Daniel Martin for that great performance last night at Club La Villa. That was awesome in the swimming pool. 5 backflips in a row in a pool. That's really pulling it. Hope your ski's okay. But and the most impressive part was after yesterday's incident here in the water, you really brought it home last night. Always representing, and I'm definitely looking forward to the pro freestyle today. We've got a little flatter water, so I know you guys are going to pull out some really big combos for us, right? All right, Mikey, so who we got going for the pro freestyle lineup?
All right, we're going to start off with yesterday's third place performer. He comes to us, ladies and gentlemen, from Austin, Texas, the live music capital of the world. He rides for Team X-Cream, Lake Life Docks, Bar 41, and Austin Jet Skier. Come on, folks, put your hands together right now for Jace Forrest. And Jace, man, running that Louis Vuitton paint job. I'll tell you what, that is big pimping. Gotta like it, spending G's. And that boat that you see him going out there, folks, for those of you who may not have seen pro freestyle before, that machine only sets you back about $30,000. Yeah, that's an expensive jet ski. And the thing with these freestyle skis, you know, you can go and you can pick up a ski at your local dealership, like Action down in Bradenton. However, it's not going to perform quite like these right here, because these have lightened hulls, specialized footwells, specialized handling, handlebars. The engines are all pumped up. Nothing stock about these boats right here. So Jake's going to come by. He's going to salute the crowd. He wants to hear you guys make some noise for him. The louder you get, the higher he goes. So Jace Forrest, again out of Austin, Texas. Jace, last year's amateur world champion, and making his pro debut this weekend. And Jace taking a page out of all the freestylers' boats. You know, everybody was running here in about 2 foot of water yesterday. So they're going out a little bit deeper, a little further away from the crowd. You still get some good shots. There we go. Nice big helicopter. Oh, Madonna flip to off-axis helicopter. Oh, into a Hollywood corkscrew. So a 4-pack of tricks there, actually. Yeah, I thought it was really cool how he mixed the tricks. He didn't do the same trick. Let's get a 180 it around. Nice 540. Another 540 into a backflip. What do you guys think, Panama City Beach? Put your hands together for Jace Forrest. But Jace only about, and didn't get no air on that one. Little one-handed face auger off to the left side, but Jace is all right, back up in the tray. And he's about 45 seconds into it. So Jace, once again, in search of that perfect wave, not finding it, so he's going to create his own. And look at that, 720. That was a 720 there.
A 16-pound
right?
black and turkey.
Yeah, it was close, but he was right there. And again, just using his pump. Yeah, just using his pump. And his athletic ability to turn that thing 720 degrees is something else. Almost there. He was about a 685. That's right.
Browse historical pricing data.
Oh, it has to crash through that one. Coming up on minute 30. Bond rail backflip grab. A one-hander into a 360. An underflip. Backflip, backflip, backflip. Uh-oh, somebody better lay off the Shark Energy drink. How about that? That was a good combo package. He just supersized that combo, folks.
Or give me a call, 916-338-9400. That's
338-9400, JeffTarnell.com.
DRE 0105370 NMLS 176.
15 seconds left on the clock for Jace Forrest. And Jace looking for something big. Got to get into one before 2 minutes or he'll lose it. He's got 5, 4. Oh, and a 360 flat spin comes down off axis. But I'll tell you what, great routine right there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for Austin, Texas's Jace Forrest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go with the judges' scores for Jace Forrest. First, let's go to judge number 1, Rob Greenwald. Rob, what did you think of Jace's routine? I thought big improvement over yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, 19 tricks. And I'll tell you what, Jace, what was really sweet is how you threw the flare tricks right in the middle of your helicopters and spins, which I really like. So your degree of difficulty was definitely up. You did have a couple bobbles, the side auger, and then also the right side roller. But I thought that was a really good routine, so I'm actually coming in at a 9.3 on you.
I thought it was real good. The transitions were smooth. Like he said, that you threw a couple nice things right in the middle, and the grabs and the one-hander, and it was nice and clean coming back in. So I'm going to give you a 9 too.
A 9.2 from judge number 2. And Jace, I'll tell you what, I thought you did fantastic. Again, the degree of difficulty in doing what you did in the middle of your tricks, the Madonna flip and the back flip on rail grab, I thought it was amazing. I'm going with a 9.4. Great job.
Again, you are watching Freestyle. Jace Forrest just getting his scores. Also got an extra nod from the judges for Miss Congeniality. I'm not sure how that one snuck in, but apparently a special award for that as well.
Mr. Congeniality?
I said Miss Congeniality.
He's got a hot pay job on that boat. I like it.
Exactly.
Let's go to our next rider. Ladies and gentlemen, if you were here yesterday, you seen him hit the altimeter to about 22 feet in the air and did a 1.5 backflip. We were glad he was okay. He went back out, ended up in second yesterday. Rides for Team Extreme, 9 Mile Motorsports, Jet Pilot, HydroTurf, and Jet Lift out of Azle, Texas. And he was a former U.S. national champion. Nice warm welcome for Daniel Martin.
He is also the first gentleman to be able to pull off a double backflip. The very first tour stop last year in Pensacola. I'm sure you remember that, Mike.
Well, how about last night? Last night at Club La Vila, he put that jet ski in the swimming pool and did 5 consecutive backflips at Club La Vila last night. That's right. This crew knows how to party. In a little pool. It was in the kiddie pool.
In the kiddie pool.
So Danny, again, riding for X-Cream, Jet Pilot, 9 Mile Motorsports, HydroTurf, and Jet Lift. He's going to salute the crowd. Amazing story this guy here, Don. In his amateur season, just 3 short years ago, he went completely undefeated on the U.S. National Tour and took it to the World Finals. Oh, and look at that opener right there, getting huge amplitude. And completely inverted. What do you guys think, Panama City? Come on, if you like it, make some noise.
I'll tell you one thing I really like about this competitor, Mike, is he never fails to not let anything be held back. Beautiful inverted 360 followed by a backflip. Let's make it a combo package. 4.
And let's supersize it.
Okay.
5, 6.
Oh, my God.
How about that? What do you guys think of Danny Martin out there? Come on, Panama City. Let's wake up.
Gentleman's also got quite a bit of TV time as well. We talked about that yesterday. He's been on multiple shows to include Chelsea Lately.
Yeah, Chelsea Lately, Tosh.0, Ridiculousness.
No hander there.
Yeah, into a one-footed backflip, into another one-footed backflip, into an off-access 360, into a backflip. What do you think, Panama City? And he's only like 48 seconds into it. 12 tricks already. So a great job being thrown down here by Daniel Martin. Off access 540.
Yep, actually reverse that as well. Then do 3 backflips, make it 4. Okay, 5 and 6.
Oh,
wow.
How about that combo package?
6 backflips and then into another 360. Phenomenal job by Jace Forrest. Locking in. Daniel Martin.
But Daniel Martin's doing a great job too.
Chase is like, Dawn. All right, big another off-axis 360 backflip.
Salutes the crowd again. Coming up on minute 45.
Nice big setup, no hander for the 360.
Less than 15 seconds left on the clock now for Daniel Martin.
2 minutes or total time for the routine.
Oh, look at him. He's just going to backflip all the way down the beach.
7,
8, 9. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Panama City, stand up, clap, and make some noise for Daniel Martin.
31 consecutive tricks, including the rollouts in 2 minutes.
Wow. Tell you what, he got me lightheaded on that one.
I know. All right, once again for Daniel Martin, please put your hands together for him, and a little more gratuitous fun as he does a little surf riding. All of that off the clock. We're going to grab the scores for you from the judges.
All right, let's go to the judges and see what they thought of Daniel Martin. Rob Greenwald, what'd you think of Danny?
Well, he always puts on a good show. I was going to say I got really nervous when he had that side dismount after that huge air opener, and then he brought it back strong. It was a really solid routine with that, 9-flip finish, bringing him to 31 tricks, but he kept it entertaining. He kept it mixed up. He threw a lot of good flair in there. I'm giving him a 9.5.
All I can say is wow on that one. Excellent, excellent routine, and I'm going to give him a 9.4.
9.4 and a 9.5, and I think you guys are a little bit off. I don't think you guys know the degree of difficulty of the tricks that he just did. I think you did an awesome job. You had a tough opener, Danny, but it was definitely a solid 9.7. All right, that brings us to our final competitor and the winner of Moto #1 yesterday, and we'll see if he can run that back-to-back. Don Dawson, who do we got?
We have got a young man who's sponsored by Team Extreme, Blue Fox Management, Advanced Graphics, HydroTurf, VP Race Fuels, Full Spectrum, Advanced Metalworks, Jazz Fuel Cells, and Jet Pilot. It's the one and only Destroyer, Jason Stoyer, about to hit the water.
All right. Well, let's take a look and see how our boy Jason does out here. Jason, again, taking a first yesterday. Had a very solid routine. Jason's one of those flair riders, He's always looking back at the crowd, always looking to give everybody a good camera shot. So, again, get those phones out, get those cameras out. He's always doing the flair tricks, always with a look back. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Look at the amplitude on that backflip right there. Hey, let's turn it into another one. Hey, since we're down here, let's make it 4, 5, 4 in a row. How about that opener? And getting some great amplitude off of that first flip. And there it is with a nice little 360 flat spin, flared out look back. Oh, yeah, little hand drag on the surf maneuver.
I love his showmanship. Always one of the things I've always just so much admired about Jason is the fact that he knows how to work a crowd.
Oh, he had a 360 flat spin into an off-axis backflip. So he's showing some different stuff right here. I kind of like that. And let's see, as Jay turns back around. Somebody just turned the speaker. Look at that huge 360 one-handed bomb there. What a bottle right there. What do you think, Panama City? That was a great job. Great job there.
By the way, the gentleman that came into today in the lead, And that is the reason that he is the last one to take his ride. So again, for the 2-minute routine, will he be able to take the overall title for the first round? So far, a pretty darn amazing job for Jason Stoyer. Team Extreme in the house.
And there we go. Stoyer, nice little backflip, setting up for another aerial maneuver. And as you see him lock it in right there. Nice 360 flat spin off the lip. Jason about $1.15 into it. He wants to hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Louder you get, the crazier he gets. Oh, and how about that? Oh, one-handed 360 flat spin into a one-hander lander.
That was awesome.
In the surf.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He's in about 6 inches of water out there, it looks like. And a nice 540 into a backflip look back.
Or 4.
How about that? What do you think, Panama City? Come on now. All right. And Jay coming up on a minute 45 here. Oh, wow. Goes against the wave.
Yeah, which is a lot harder when you're actually riding that wave in and then do a backflip. Nicely done. Jason Stoyer showing why he is at the top of the scoreboard right now coming into today.
And he's a 3-time U.S. national champion. So Jason going to go ahead and surf it in Panama City Beach. What did you think of the destroyer, Jason Stoyer?
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, put your hands together for Jason Stoyer. All right, we're going to add up the scores right now. We'll let you know who is going to have what score in just a minute. You have been watching the action for the 2015 Hidden Trails Pro Watercross Tour, and that was our freestyle division, and unbelievable. Let's see what the judges say.
All right, let's go to judge number 1, Rob Greenwald.
From an entertainment standpoint, that was phenomenal, Stoyer. That was really good. You were very clean. You only had one bobble in the routine. Huh? You kept it moving. Oh, it was beautiful. And you came in at 24 tricks, but again, it's like you were mixing it up really good. And even in your kill time, the surfing moves were great. I'm stepping you up to a 9.6.
A 9.6 from judge number 1. Judge number 2, Big Wave Dave.
Absolutely. I love the routine. I thought it was smooth. Like you said, one little bobble, but it was great. The transitions were smooth. I loved it. I like that Larry Rippenkroger move at the end. You may not remember that. You may not be old enough for that, but
VHS.
Okay, beta maybe. Okay, and I'll give you a 9.6.
A 9.6 for the destroyer. And Jason, I thought you rode a good routine. Trick count was a little down from Danny's, but you spread the tricks out. Whoa! You spread the tricks out a little bit more, and I'll tell you what, I thought that you had more amplitude, especially on your 360 flat spin, bond rail grab, and I thought that both of you guys were matched up pretty even, so I'm going to give you the same score that I gave Danny, a 9.7. So we're adding up the scores while we're...
I already have them.
No.
Don't worry, I got your back, bud.
Hey, I stepped on my tail, I'm sorry.
That's all right, we followed it, it's all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for your pro freestyle, in third with a 27.9, Jace Forrest. In second, 28.6, Daniel Martin. And your winner, Jason Stoyer. Awesome job, my friend.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for all of our freestylists? I think they all put on an amazing show. Woohoo! And I'll tell you what, the spectators love you guys. Thank you guys so much for showing up and showing up in force. The X-Scream team, freestylers.
Yeah, we're pretty darn grateful to have these guys come hang out. Awesome. All right, so we are chilling. We can start doing some podiums, yeah?
I believe from what we understood from Cliff when he took off, racing will begin to resume at 1 p.m., which is about 15 minutes away. As soon as racing does resume, freestylers, you guys will be on the podium. Okay, so if you guys want to bring your skis and head back toward the podium, and then maybe go take a quick water break or lunch break, we'll be back there, and we're going to be giving away some awards to our freestylers. Hey, by the way, is there anybody who hasn't gotten anything free out today? Because 321 Kawasaki has helped us out with some goodies. Uh-oh, hold on a second.
Got some free Frisbees here from 3.
Hey, this is Brian O with Team Faith. We want to invite you to the Pro Watercross Tour, and specifically want to invite you to the Riders Meeting Team Faith Devotional right after the Riders Meeting. You can check out the schedule at prowatercross.com or check it out.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We welcome you here. Happy New Year.
I'm Rob Wells from the Naples Marco Island Everglades Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm here today at Sugden Regional Park in sunny Naples, standing on the shores of Lake Avalon, the new home of the Pro Watercross Tour World Championship. We're excited to welcome everyone here in September to experience Florida's Paradise Coast. Besides enjoying all the fun that will take place here on Lake Avalon, we invite you and your family to enjoy all the fun and excitement our area has to offer. With over 30 miles of spectacular white sand beaches overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, come find your place in the sun. If you're a golfer, welcome to Golf Heaven. With over 90 courses, the Paradise Coast was just named North America's #1 golf destination. For the adventure, come explore our 10,000 islands in the world-famous Everglades National Park. Last but not least, we encourage you to visit our world-class restaurants, boutiques, art galleries, and museums. I look forward to welcoming you to my paradise and hope you make it your paradise. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We welcome you here. Happy New Year. Hi, I'm Kevin Lewis from the Tourism Office in St. George, Utah, and I want to welcome you to Sand Hollow State Park, the newest stop on the Pro Watercross Tour. We are excited to have you here. You're going to love the crystal blue water, the coral sand, and the beautiful red rock and OHV country right here in Sand Hollow State Park. It's the newest site on the tour. We we welcome you here. Happy New Year.
I'm Rob Wells from the Naples Marco Island Everglades Convention and Visitors Bureau. I'm here today at Sugden Regional Park in sunny Naples, standing on the shores of Lake Avalon, the new home of the Pro Watercross Tour World Championship. We're excited to welcome everyone here in September to experience Florida's Paradise Coast. Besides enjoying all the fun that will take place here on Lake Avalon, we invite you and your family to enjoy all the fun and excitement our area has to offer. With over 30 miles of spectacular white sand beaches overlooking the Gulf of Mexico, come find your place in the sun. If you're a golfer, welcome to Golf Heaven. With over 90 courses, the Paradise Coast was just named North America's #1 golf destination. For the adventure, come explore our 10,000 islands in the world-famous Everglades National Park. Last but not least, we encourage you to visit our world-class restaurants, boutiques, art galleries, and museums. I look forward to welcoming you to my paradise and hope you make it your paradise. Welcome.
Busy pet owners choose Seresto for effective 8-month protection against fleas and ticks.
Since my veterinarian recommended Seresto, I only have to think about applying flea and tick prevention once every 8 months. Whew.
Seresto by Bayer, the performance you expect from a flea and tick preventive in an easy-to-use 8-month collar for dogs or cats. Click on the banner to find a location near you.
Papa was a copper and the mama was a hippie. In Alabama, she